Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing this afternoon? I was sitting here watching this lady. I had never seen her before, but she lives in a tiny home, but to me, it is beautiful. Even though it's small, I believe I could live like that. As a matter of fact, that's what I need, something that ain't got all this space and all this places to put junk at. But even though hers now, let me show you, some parts of it, she's got like wall-to-wall stuff too. But she still doesn't have all that. I don't know, to me, it just looks nice, the way she's got it set up and everything. I love it. She designed it herself and she did a great job. And like I said, I've never seen her before. And I came up here right now just to show you what I was talking about. Because, I mean, if I could find me a little tiny home, I think I would be onto something. Because I believe I could live like that. Because how much space do you really need? Do you really? You need a place to eat. Not even eat. Hey, I eat at my desk. 95% of the time I'm sitting here at my desk when I'm gobbling and feeding my pie hole. This is my pie hole right here, y'all. Just in case you don't know. And I sit here, eat at this little tiny desk. As you know, it's a very tiny desk. It's no more than I think about 30, let me get my tape measure. I think it's about 36 inches wide or 38 or something like that. And my computer's taking up most of the space. So when I eat, I got a place, that I put my little plate, my dish, bowl, or whatever it is I'm using right here. And you know what I'm getting ready to do? I'm going to measure it just to make sure. Y'all have to excuse me for this hat because this hat is squeezing my brain. These hats, I mean, they're too small. Some of them. The one that I paid the most money for is good. It stretches out. 30, it looks like it's 31 and a half inches wide, maybe a little bit more. A couple of inches, longer. Not inches, but, what do you call it? Maybe 2/4 more than 31. This is where I eat. Who needs a great big table like that with 4 chairs and a bench? Not me. I don't need it. And how many couches do I need? Really, if it boils right down to it, just me. I mean, I would always like to have a couch just in case, somebody comes. But do I need a couch and a love seat? And a recliner? Do I need that? No, I do not. Yes, I can live in a tiny home. I don't think it would bother me at all. And as far as my bedroom goes, I got these dressers that I got from, where'd I get them from? Can't think of it. Salvation Army. If I was to downsize, do I really need 2 dressers? Plus a little night table. I don't know what that little thing is that goes with it. But it's the one I got my TV on. I don't know if y'all ever really seen it that. Because I had planned to paint, you know how you plan to do something when you don't do it. You know what I'm saying. You have all these great ideas of what you're going to do when you're in the store. And you see this piece. And what's going on outside, y'all? I think it's raining or doing something out here. Wait a minute. I just heard it. Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is raining. But it's not raining. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Shoot. It's cold, too, y'all. Wow. Google. Ooh. I didn't know it was raining. I thought it had stopped. As a matter of fact, I think at one time it was snowing. I don't know what's going on up here in the Northeast sometime, y'all. Maybe I'm bewildered by the whole situation. It never ceases to amaze me. Because I think the weatherman said, shoot, there goes my glasses. If these glasses would break every time I drop them, since I've had them, and I've had them like forever, I think they might be plastic lens. Because I can't seem to break these bad boys. And I've dropped them over 1,000 times, what was I talking about? I think I was talking about the weather up here in the Northeast, where I live. Never ceases to amaze me. Now, it could be 10 degrees one day, next day 56. As a matter of fact, that's what the weatherman, I think, I make no mistake, it's going to be in the 50s next week. Guess who's going to be in the wind? I was in the wind yesterday, though. I don't know if I told y'all or not, but I was in the wind. Me and my daughter went out. I returned the stuff to Walmart, and I returned the milk and all that, blah, blah. And this is especially for my sister, because she said she didn't remember giving it to me. Here it is, sister. This is the cookie jar that you gave me many, many years ago. I never... Well, I guess it probably needs washing because I've had it over there in that corner for a long time. And where's the crock pot? Well, she said she don't remember giving it to me. I mean, the crock pot is up here. This is the crock pot right here, sister, that you gave me when I was on Canal Street. As a matter of fact, you gave me that other, this cookie jar, this, when I was on, I think, Canal Street as well. So quite a few things around here that you gave me. Yeah, so some of those things are keepsake. You know, if I was to move into a tiny home, of course I would take some memories. And if I could fit that, this is full of memories right here. My glass, I don't know what you call this, curio cabinet, whatever. That's full of memories. I think I told you all about them before. But as far as having like all the seating space and great big table, and you know, I showed you that table. Remember that time I took the leaf out the table? I mean, put the leaf in the table. I think it was from was it one Thanksgiving? I think I was having everybody at my house that particular year, and I stretched that table out with the leaf. Then, for the life of me, I couldn't get the leaf out. But me and my daughter have the same table. And she came over here, the thing just rolled right on back. I said, well, I'll be darned. I tell you, 2 heads is better than one, y'all. But anyway, I don't need all that. I feel like if you got you a bed, a couch, even if you wanted a little table, you know, a small table, like maybe a little table with 4 chairs or something like that, and you get you like a little, what do you call those things? You know, sometimes people set them in the back of their couch, but something about that size with shelves, you know, you could put a whole lot of stuff on it. I'll tell you, I'm thinking about that. Yeah, but I wouldn't know how. I think them things be too expensive for me. I think you have to buy them. I don't think you can rent, you know, a tiny house. I'm not sure. That's something I got to look into it. Because I haven't seen any around here. I've seen them on, you know, YouTube. And that's what gives me these brainstorms. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if I could live in a car. No, I think that would be too terrifying for me. I wouldn't sleep at all. I can't sleep now, so at least I could sleep sometime. But if I was in a car, I don't think I would be able to sleep, period. But now, like a RV, I could probably sleep in an RV. Or one of those big vans or something like that. I might be able to do that. Yeah, but they still look like they would be very cold and hard to heat or something like that. And it looks like it would be very hot in the summertime. But I guess if you get you one of those indoor air conditioners you can put up in there, you know, one of the air conditioners that you just sit there on the floor, I think you might be all right, depending on where you live. You know, I wouldn't say living out there on the desert I don't think that would be too much. Somehow or another, it doesn't seem like it would do really a great job of cooling you off in the desert. It seems like it wouldn't, but you know, I've never been to the desert myself. I've never even left the East Coast, y'all. And the farthest south I've been is South Carolina. And when I went to South Carolina, I think I was only about 5 or 6 years old. About 5. I'll say 5. And I don't even remember it. But up and down the East Coast I've been. Maine to North Carolina, East Coast. And North Carolina, inward, I went as far as Raleigh and Charlotte. I went to Charlotte. That's it. I ain't been nowhere. When I get in one place, I just stayed here, y'all. I don't go nowhere. But I did live in, like I said before, I did live in Jersey for a couple of years, you know, when my husband and I were together. A couple of years. Went down there twice. And the last time I went down there, I think I stayed 2 months. And that's when I, finally said goodbye to the old boy. Yeah, 2 months in Jersey. I did not like Jersey at all. And that's it. That's as far as I've been. And I've seen the planetarium, how I got to go to Raleigh. I think I told y'all that too. We went with a school, and it was a planetarium. Beautiful, most beautiful scenery I think that I've ever seen in my life. I always, every now and then I think about that and I talk about it, how it was and how it changes from day to night. The midnight sky, it looks like you could see stars in there. You could see the moon, Saturn, Jupiter, and all that. And it is so realistic. I imagine it's something like that, what do you call that thing in Nevada? A dome or something? It's something, I guess it's something like that. I'm not sure because I've never actually seen that thing in Nevada. But anyway, I ain't planning to travel nowhere, y'all. Never been on an airplane, never planned to. Never been on a boat, don't plan to. In other words, I'll keep these black feet on the ground. I ain't going up in no. You know what? I went up in the elevator. The highest up in the elevator, I think, was the 20th floor once. And me and my sister was passing through New York City one time. And we went to the Empire State Building, okay? I wanted to go. She was scared. And I was a little nervous, but I was willing to give it a shot. Because you got certain lookouts there that you could, certain floors you could stop on and look out. You don't have to go all the way to the top. I think it's 120 floors. I forget. But anyway, I wanted to go up in the elevator at the Empire State Building, but I did not. And I can say one thing, people down there in certain parts of New York City are very smart. I think that's just the way they are, though. They're just like a fast life, fast-paced, everything is fast, And people don't have, I don't know if you would call it the courtesy or would you call it patience with you as you find in, like where I'm used to. You do find a little snobbish people sometimes. But in New York, they're very short. As a matter of fact, we was in the Empire State Building. They have like a gift shop there at the bottom floor. And we just walked through there. We were just like looking. And the man was very short with us, wanted to know what we was doing there. I said, we were just looking. And then he was like, if you're not buying anything, why are you here? Like I'm supposed to buy something because I'm in there? I can't just look. Excuse me? This been a way, years back, so I don't know. Maybe they changed since then, y'all. But like I said, everything is sort of fast-paced. You're calling a taxi. People are just wild. And they run it, they're walking. Let's go, No, I could not live in New York City. Not that part. But I had a cousin that lived in New York City. Excuse me, y'all, while I'm taking a drink of water. How y'all doing today? On this dreary, dark, dreary day. Now, it's been a while since I said that, so, I ain't really repeating myself today. Now, here's some snow. This is in Buffalo, New York. But that ain't nothing new for them. It's snow up there just like it do in Maine. Now, when I had my cousin used to live in Maine. May her soul rest in peace. She had 3 children, and she moved up there with her husband. I don't know if he died or they separated or what the situation was. But I had went up there with her mom to help her move back here. And it was snowing when I went up there. We went to Bangor, Maine. And it was snowing. And I said, wow, it's snowing up here. And so she says it snows almost every day up there in Bangor, Maine. I don't know if I would want to like that either. I mean, I like the snow, to see some snow because I do live in the Northeast after all. But, just like every day, you snowing. Thank you, but no thank you. I'm not here to jibber jabber, y'all. I just came up here to say how you doing on this Friday evening. Well, it's not evening yet, but it will be an hour and a half. It's 4:30 up in here. And I still got my mop over there, y'all. I'm ashamed to say it, to mop my floor. But like I said before, I wasn't feeling up to par. And so I'm starting to feel a little better. Me and my daughter went out yesterday, like I said. I wasn't expecting her, but she had came over here, because she lives out of town. And so she had came here to get her hair done. And, see, look at her bedroom. Oh, this is the same lady. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I could live there. Yes, I could. Wow, she did a great job of designing. And I like the colors. They're subtle colors. They ain't all out to lunch like my crazy house. Well, I'm not much of a designer, y'all, as you could plainly see. I want to change my curtains, but I'm scared to get on the ladder. So I got to wait till somebody comes to get my curtains down, changed, and everything like that. And I'm still waiting for my floor, which I forgot to call those people today. I had intended to call them. I had it written down right over here to call her to see what the story is or if she heard anything, And I just remembered it just now when I looked down at this dirty carpet. Because I want the wooden floors over here. But a lot of people say your floors are going to be cold. Hey, I don't walk barefoot. So that ain't going to bother me at all. But I would probably get some mats or something, runners in certain areas of the house and stuff like that. I can't get over this lady's house, y'all. I really cannot. Let me see how long I've been jibber-jabbing. I've been jibber-jabbing for 17 minutes, y'all. Everything all right over there where y'all live? Wait a minute, I think it's sleeting now. Because I hear something against the windows. Might be sleep, because it's kind of chilly. Nothing, like I said, nothing surprises me about the weather up here, tell you the truth. But we're on our last day of January, so February. I got a daughter she's born in February. And her birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks. Yep. She's going to be, she's already 60. She's going to be 61. And who else? Anybody else I don't know anybody else in February. March, I've got quite a few people in March. Now, April takes the John Brown cake. That's the month that I'm born in. And all my grandkids seem like they want to be born right along here with Grandma. Which is fine. I think, let's see, 2, 3, 5. Is it 5 grandkids? Or there's 3 out of the same family. The little girls up there, their mother was born in April. Her sister, she got 2 other sisters. They all were born in April except one. My daughter had 4 girls, and they were all born in April except one. And the one that wasn't born in April, she was born on March 22nd. So she tried to make it to April. March 27th. And then my oldest granddaughter of all was born April the 1st, and I'm April the 2nd. But on my birth certificate, I have to celebrate the 3rd, so my mother said, I know when you were born. And that's true. You do know when your children are born. Unless you've gone a little senile or something like that, that's different. But as far as knowing your children's birthday, I know all mine birthday. Now all the grands now. I can't keep up with all them grands. I have to look in my little book. You know, I got a little book right here. If somebody want to know when such and such a person was born, I got it written down. I'm not going to continue to bore y'all with this stuff, but I'll see you tomorrow on the first day of February. And on that note, I go with love, and I'll see you then.